Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you how to play Everything Has Changed by Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran. It's a nice little song, not too difficult, consists of mainly around 4 or 5 chords, and the structure is really simple. So we're going to have the capo on the 2nd fret. This is where Ed plays it live. I've seen them play it together on YouTube, and this is where Ed has the capo. Taylor Swift sometimes has the capo on the 6th fret and plays pretty much the same chords as him, and it just complements it quite nicely. But the studio recording, the chords are all played with the capo on the 2nd fret, so that's what we're going to be going for today. Okay, so the intro is only one chord. It's an E major shape. I'm going to assume you know all the basic chords. If you don't, I'm sure there are hundreds of YouTube videos you can have a look at, which will bring you up to speed. But yeah, E major shape. The strumming pattern is as follows. I'll slow that down again for you. Okay, so you may notice I was playing a suspended chord there. All it is on the G string, where your first finger is playing on the 1st fret. When you get to the part where the suspension comes in, all you're doing there is you're hammering on with your pinky finger onto the 2nd fret on the G. So pretty much along with the E chord. So I'll do that again one more time. And that's the intro. It really is that simple. Okay, so for the verses, we'll be using 4 chords. The first one is just as we were doing in the intro, just an E major shape. That's chord 1. The second one will be a D sharp minor. And in order to do that one, you're going to be barring the 4th fret and making an A minor shape with your remaining fingers. So bar the 4th fret, A minor remaining fingers should sound like this. Next chord is a B major. Now we're going to be playing it a little bit differently. Sometimes in the song Ed does play it like this, just in a standard where a B major would normally be. This time we're going to be doing it on the 5th fret. Again, all frets are relative to the fact I've got a capo on the 2nd, so this is actually the 7th fret, but for the intents of the tutorial we'll call it the 5th. So you'll be doing first finger on the note of B, which is the 5th fret, and your 3rd finger and pinky fingers on the 7th fret on the next 2 strings up, and with your 2nd finger you want to put that on the 6th fret there to make this note. Now what you're going to want to do for this chord is leave these top 2 strings completely open, so you'll be strumming it all. It'll sound like this. Now it's a really beautiful chord. Basically what it's doing is these 2 notes here, which we're leaving ringing open, are going to be F sharp and a C sharp, which in the key of F sharp, which we're in, are the root note and the dominant of the key, the 2 strongest notes in the key. So when you play it all together, it makes it sound really nice, strong, and really colourful chord when mixed with the fact that we're playing a B major. So that's chord 3. So we've got first chord is an E major shape. Second one we have a D sharp minor. B major with the 2 ringing out, and then lastly all you do for this one, we'll be going up to a C sharp major, which will be, and that goes a really beautiful chord. Again, it's using the 2 notes which will be leaving ringing out there. So all you're doing is just sliding up the B, which you're doing on the 5th fret, exactly the same shape, but playing it on the 7th. Okay, so the first verse altogether should sound like this. All I knew this morning when I woke is that I know something now that I didn't before. Again, you've got that stop there when you're playing the last chord, so the last chord will just cut off kind of. So it's just stop. That doesn't happen the 2nd time round, so you're playing those 2, that chord sequence twice. The 2nd time round you don't add the stop, you carry on strumming the C sharp major as normal, so all together it'll be. All I knew this morning when I woke is that I know something now that I didn't before. And all I've seen since 18 hours ago is green eyes, your freckles and your smile in the back of my mind, making me feel like. And that's the verse. Okay, so for the pre-chorus, we're going to again be starting on an E major shape. And we'll be going into a G sharp minus 7, which sounds a lot more complicated than it is. And so what you'll be doing is barring the 2nd fret completely, making an E minor shape with your 2nd and your middle finger. So might be a little bit of a stretch at first, but keep practicing it, you will get it. And with our little finger, we're not just going to leave that one lying around, we'll be going to adding this finger onto the 5th fret on the B string, which is what gives us the 7th, a bit of colour to the chord. So all together the chord strummed sounds like this. And coming off the E it'll be. And coming on from there we're going into the B major again with the open 2 notes ringing. Same as what we did in the verse. And then we go to D sharp minor and then into this chord here, which is the shape you'd be playing if you were doing a B major, but in context with a capo, it's actually a C sharp major. So the first finger on fret 2 and the rest of your fingers making an A major shape on the remaining strings, so all on the 4th fret there. So all together that sounds like this, and also I should say we'll be palm muting this part of the song. If you listen to the recording, that the first time they go through the pre-chorus, they palm mute it. It sounds a bit like this. I just wanna know, you better know, you better know, you better know. I just wanna know, you know, you better know. I just wanna know, you better know, you better know, you better know. I just wanna know, you know, you know, you. Now the chorus is virtually exactly the same as the verse, except for we're going to be swapping 2 chords around. So the first 2 chords of the chorus are exactly the same as they are in the verse. So we'll start with the E major again, into the D sharp minor, then we want to go into a C sharp major, to B major. Basically reversing the 3rd and 4th chords of the first verse. And really, really easy, sounds like this. All I know is you said hello, your eyes look like coming home. All I know is a simple name and everything has changed. All I know is I held the door, you'll be mine and I'll be yours. All I know since yesterday is everything has changed. So again, you stop at the end, but it really is that easy. Just think of it as, again, the first verse minus the 3rd and 4th chords, which you're just swapping in the order. And again, put that little stop in at the end so you can do that. Everything has changed with the vocals. Go straight in from there into an exact same version of the intro. So we're going just the E major with suspension. And this end verse. Exactly the same as the first verse. Has the stop as well. And in this pre-chorus, we're not palm muting it. We're just balls out strumming it the same as we've been doing the rest of the song. The 7th chord there, coming off the E, into the B with the ringing open strings, D sharp minor, C sharp major, and that's the 2nd pre-chorus. And again, the 2nd chorus is exactly the same as the 1st chorus, so no need to go over that again. And then next we have the bridge, which is the only section in the song which doesn't start on the E major shape. Typical bridge here, it starts on the relative minor, very basic songwriting 101 if you want. So they start on the D sharp minor, and go to B major again with the ringing open strings, into the E major there, and then into C sharp major, bringing the strings out again. And it just plays this twice. And that is really, really simple. Again, just using the same chords we've used before, but in basically a different order. The rest of the song, we just have another pre-chorus. It's the bit in the song where Taylor's just singing on her own over the solo acoustic guitar. It's exactly the same as the second pre-chorus. Same chords being strummed out, no palm muting, nothing. So just play that exactly the same way you would. Then that leads out into the outro, which is just the chorus chords again and again until the song finishes. Nothing fancy there. They obviously bring in all the backing choir, all the fancy bits in the studio recording. But again, it's just the chorus chords again, played a couple more times, with obviously the words. You can look at lyrics, something like that, and sing along, and you should know where to finish it. Okay, so that's that. Thanks for watching. This has been my first ever guitar tutorial video. I hopefully will be doing a lot more in the future. So if you wanted to leave me a comment, maybe if you liked it, if you thought it was helpful, if you thought it completely sucked, maybe you noticed the fact that I put a shirt on after the first clip. If you want to just point out anything, then yeah, leave a comment. Be even better if you subscribed. I will, as I said, I'll be bringing more videos in the future. If I get enough interest, maybe if I can get 10 subscribers, I'll do the next one with Megan, there she is, and maybe I'll do the next one with the screen tilted a bit further up. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.